Have you ever felt like something isn't quite right? Like the world we see is just a carefully constructed set. And behind this shiny facade, someone invisible, powerful, is pulling the strings, controlling our every move? Stay with us. Today we'll try to lift the veil of mystery and peek behind that very curtain. The idea of a secret world government of unseen puppet masters controlling everything, it's not new. Take, for example, the legendary Illuminati. Heard of them? Of course you have. It's a classic. In reality, it was a real society, founded in Bavaria in 1776. Their goal? To fight prejudice, obscurantism, and abuse of power. Sounds almost like superheroes, right? But they only lasted about 10 years before they were officially banned. And that's where it gets really interesting. The story should have ended there, but it had just begun. People simply didn't believe that such an influential group could just vanish, poof, like that. And off it went. They started seeing them everywhere. Sudden revolutions? Illuminati. Financial crises? Definitely them. Your favorite artist suddenly shot to the top of the charts. Must have made a deal with the Illuminati. The all-seeing eye on the dollar bill, mysterious triangles in music videos, strange celebrity gestures. We start seeing signs everywhere, because when you really want to find something, you'll definitely find it. But what's truly strange, maybe we're just looking in the wrong place. What if the real puppet masters aren't secret societies in cloaks and masks, but companies whose products we use literally every second of our lives? Think about it. How many hours a day do you spend on social media? How many times do you scroll through your feed? The algorithms at these platforms decide exactly what to show you, what news you'll read, what videos you'll watch, whose opinions you'll agree with. They create for each of us our own unique personal reality bubble. And we don't even notice how our opinions, our beliefs stop being ours. They become the product of someone else's algorithms. Remember the big Cambridge Analytica scandal? This company, without permission, collected data from tens of millions of Facebook users to influence US elections. This isn't some conspiracy theory. This is a proven fact. They know more about you than your best friends, your fears, your desires, your deepest weaknesses. And they, believe me, use it. But corporations influence us, ordinary people, so who then influences entire nations? Here we come to another very popular idea, the concept of the deep state. This is a theory that, besides the visible government, all these presidents, ministers whom we supposedly elect, there exists another invisible network, a network of influential officials, generals, intelligence officers, and very wealthy businessmen who never change. It is they, according to this theory, who make all the real decisions. They start wars, change economic policies, remove undesirable politicians, and all these presidents and prime ministers, just talking heads, a facade, a distraction. Proponents of this theory often point to strange coincidences, sudden resignations, or political decisions that at first glance seem completely illogical and contradict all election promises. Sounds like paranoia? Maybe. But isn't it strange that some political dynasties and influential families remain in power for decades no matter what? Sounds scary and, admitted, damn convincing, right? It seems like all the pieces of this giant puzzle fit perfectly into one ominous picture. But let's pause for a second, take a deep breath, and put on our skeptic's hat. Explanatory: why does our brain so desperately, so passionately want to believe in conspiracy theories? Psychologists say it's simple. We need simple answers to incredibly complex questions. And of course, we want to believe that someone, even if evil, controls this crazy, chaotic world. But here's why any global conspiracy would most likely fall apart before it even began. First, people. Too many people. Have you ever tried to organize a surprise party for a friend? Well, you know how it goes. Someone always spills the beans. Now imagine a conspiracy that needs thousands, tens of thousands of participants. Scientists, military personnel, pilots, politicians, even janitors at secret bases. And they all have to keep silent their entire lives? No one will write memoirs? No one will tell their ex-wife everything in a fit of anger? It sounds, to put it mildly, unrealistic. Second, the human factor. Conspirators are people too. They have egos, they make mistakes, they argue. Imagine a meeting of the secret world government. Lord Xavier, your idea for weather control is total garbage. How dare you, Admiral Zorg? It's brilliant. Someone gets fired, and what do? That's right, they go and leak all the information online. Out of revenge, out of resentment, or just because they're fed up. Skeptical with an example. Third, simple, mundane logistics. Let's take the popular chemtrails theory that we're supposed to be being sprayed with chemicals from planes. For this to work, you'd need to secretly produce millions of tons of some secret chemicals, deliver them to airports worldwide, secretly equip thousands of planes, and bribe all the pilots and mechanics. And not one of them in decades took a photo, didn't post it on TikTok. It's just a logistical nightmare. The ideal. The assertive real world is a place where even the simplest projects constantly go off schedule. And a global conspiracy requires perfect, flawless execution without a single mistake, without a single leak. That only happens in Hollywood blockbusters, but certainly not in real life. So who really rules the world? The Illuminati? Megacorporations? The shadow government? The truth is, most likely there is no single puppet master. Power in our world is a gigantic, incredibly entangled web. Somewhere governments pull harder, somewhere powerful megacorporations, somewhere social movements, and sometimes everything is decided by His Majesty chance. The world is not ruled by one. The world is ruled by everyone and no one at the same time. It's a complex, chaotic, constantly changing system that cannot be controlled from a single center. What do you think?